Hi guys, I'm Shelley and welcome to a Top 5 Wednesday. Haven't said that in a while. So Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group that was originally run by Ginger Reads Lady and is now taken over by Sam over in Thoughts on Tomes. I will leave links to all the equivalent information down below, but basically it's a Top 5 Wednesday. It's your top 5 things in books. This week it's your favourite teachers and or mentors. Now obviously we could go down the Potterverse, but that would be, you know, predictable. So I'm branching out. Bear with me. First up for me is Uncle Ginger from The Queen's Nose, which is by Dick King-Smith. Dick King-Smith is a wonderful kids author. I prefer him over Roald Dahl because he's much more inclusive, and Uncle Ginger is adorable. So we have Harmony, who's there. She's the outcast in the family, bless her. Her mum's a pain, her dad's a pain, her sister's a right pain. And Uncle Ginger comes along for a visit. Their personalities connect and they become great friends, and Uncle Ginger supports her and gives her a magical 50 pence that gives her all these wishes. He talks her through them and he helps her understand them. He's there for Harmony as she's going through some stuff, shall we say, so he's a great mentor to her. Number 2 is Shepherd Book from the Serenity and Firefly TV series, movie and then comic. It's a bunch of people on a spaceship way in the future. They act a bit like cowboys and they are trying to save the friggin' verse, which is the universe. Book is a preacher and he is on board this ship Serenity, and he is he's just the knowledge. He wasn't always a preacher. He has become a preacher. This particular book in itself is his backstory, because it's a secret in the TV series as to what his backstory is. But he is a wonderful mentor to these raggedy bunch of people on a boat who don't always want his advice. I gotta put this down, my hand hurts. They don't always want his advice, but somehow it helps. These people are outlaws. They are not always gonna follow his lead, but he is there just to nudge them, in the way of morality. He is their guidance in this big storm that is happening. Ron, the actor who played him, sadly passed away a little while ago, and it still hurts. Next up we have Haymitch Abernathy from The Hunger Games. Okay, he's flawed. Let's face it, he's a drunk, he's nuts, but he's there when you need him. When Katniss and Peeta and everybody else need him, he's there. He's sarcastic, he's witty, he's a drunk, he's an idiot. And yet, you get humanity out of him that I didn't see coming, and God, do I wish he'd ended up with Effie at the end. But anyway, he is highly flawed, but yet he is a highly good human. Highly good human, is that a sentence? No mentor should be perfect. We have to know that they're human, otherwise we put them up on a pedestal and God knows what happens. I mean, I'd date Haymitch, because it'll at least be bloody interesting. Anyway, carrying on, I have Nine Griffith from the Snow Spider trilogy. Nine Griffith is the grandmother of the protagonist in the first of this trilogy, Gwyn Griffiths, who is 11 years old, and he sort of has magic powers. He's becoming a magician. It's supposed to be in a Welsh accent. Anyway, she is wonderful. She is loony. She marches to the beat of her own drum and she will not hear anything about it. She wears these bright and beautiful clothes. She is slightly magical herself. She doesn't have the full powers, but she dabbles. She is full of advice. Some of it is not that helpful, but she tries. She's like a fairy godmother who slightly got it wrong, but she's there for Gwen. She is there for the next character who comes along in the second book, Nia Lloyd. She is a support. She is the elder person of wisdom and yet completely kooky, and I want to be her as I get older. Are we sensing a theme here? I like crazy people who are there when they're needed. Last but not least, I have Hector from The History Boys. The History Boys is originally a play, and this is the script for said play. It's about 8 guys who are going up for Oxford and Cambridge. They want to get into the university, so they're taking their last lot of exams. It's their last term, and Hector is their main teacher. I don't really know what he teaches. It's vague, but he just teaches all the things. English, history, what somebody calls gobbets, which is just bits of information that are just gold and that you need in your head. He wants to give these boys a rounded education, not just what they need for exams to get into Cambridge and Oxford and so on. He wants to give them a whole education. Again, he is very flawed. Unlike the others before them that I've mentioned, he's not just a bit kooky. Unfortunately, he has grown up in a time when it's not so great to be homosexual, and he is homosexual. I find this a difficult subject to talk about because he is gropey towards the boys, and that is not good. Again, humans have flaws, and he is far from perfect. In fact, he has a rather large flaw where he gropes one of the kids and he gets caught for it. Now, not rape and not... Again, it's so difficult to talk about because it is wrong. It's so wrong, and yet, as a human, I like him. He is what history has made him. He is what society has made him, but that doesn't make him right. He is far from right, and yet I like him. And so it in my head, it makes it confusing. It's like separating his work against who he is, and where is the line? Where is the line between him being a bad person, but yet inspiring these kids to do wonderful things? This play is written by Alan Bennett, and I want to leave you with something that Hector says that has made me fall in love with him, even though he has this terrible trait. The best moments in reading are when you come across something, a thought, a feeling, a way of looking at things, which you thought special and particular to you. Now here it is, set down by someone else, a person you have never met, someone who is long dead, and it's as if a hand has come out and taken yours. Alan Bennett wrote that, and I love him for it, but it's Hector's character, and he puzzles me. I don't know if that's okay. That was my top 5 mentors / teachers / people in general. I'd love to know what yours are, so link me down below if you have done a top 5 Wednesday, or if you have any thoughts and feelings on anybody. I hope you guys are good. Bye.